Last system that we had, we are expecting a lot more rain with this one, several inches and potentially a lot all at once. So I'm going to show you in just a moment, but we are expecting the rain to come in on Wednesday. Heaviest is going to be on Thursday. Now, ahead of the rain, we have some patchy marine layer clouds this morning. We still see a little bit of blue sky over at LAX. Today is mostly just going to be cooler, so now we're starting to cool down a little bit before we start to see some of this wet weather hit the Southland. It depends where you are, though. A little more sunshine over into Long Beach, but you can see it's fairly foggy. It's about 58 degrees. As we head into tomorrow, we're going to have more extensive marine layers, so we're going to have a better chance to get a little bit of drizzle tomorrow. That's not out of the question, and then it's going to get even cooler. By Wednesday, the rain is going to begin. Now, it will probably be showers, a little more of a break in between on Wednesday compared to consistency on Thursday. Up to about an inch of a rain we could see on Wednesday. Now, if you're further east or south, as low as 1/4 of an inch. And then on Thursday into Friday, we're expecting about a consistent day and a half of rain. So about a 36-hour period where we're going to get anywhere from 1 to 4 inches. Now, if you're closer to some of the foothills and mountains, we could even see above that. So as we get a little closer to this next round of rain moving in, you'll see more people. Now, the thing about this storm system is going to be the heaviest rains expected to come in overnight Thursday night into Friday. So being hyper vigilant overnight, that's going to be the tough part. So we just want to make sure that everyone is on alert here as we head into these next several days, especially with that heaviest rainfall happening while a lot of us are going to be sleeping. Philip, Jovan, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you.
To be the strongest of the season so far, and we are expecting quite a bit of rain, so much different compared to the last few that we've seen. Right now, things are just going to be a little bit cooler today. We have a little more cloud coverage due to some nice cloud coverage right around some of the coastal spots into some areas of the city in Los Angeles into tomorrow morning. Temperatures are pretty cool. We're going to switch right back into that onshore flow as we get into later today. And with those winds, they're going to be coming in right from the west, and so that's going to also help put some more moisture in the air here. And we're going to continue on with that trend all the way into the next few days. That's going to also help with some of this rain pushing in from this next atmospheric river event. So the wind advisory is going to be in place today into late tomorrow night from the high desert all the way down to some of the low desert communities. So from Barstow down into 29 Palms, Yucca Valley, we're looking at gusts up to about 50 miles per hour. So if you travel through the high desert, just know we are going to be dealing with some winds there. We're going to still deal with even stronger winds as we get into this storm too. And so we'll keep you updated. What we're going to be seeing is a lot of rain, some gusty winds, and then some high elevation snow too. So you can see this trough that extends all across the west. That's going to stay here, and it's helping push some of that up into SoCal here. So this is what's going to happen. As we head into Wednesday, this is when we are expecting some rain as early as Wednesday morning. Wednesday should be pretty light in nature, and we will get some breaks in the day too. Anywhere from up to about an inch of rain, but if you are in other spots, we could get just about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. Then we head into the overnight hours. We're going to get a little lull in the rain until we head into Thursday morning. Very early Thursday morning, still light and spotty, but then we get into rush hour, and it starts to become a little more widespread all the way into late morning. And then through the rest of the afternoon Thursday, we're not expecting too many breaks. It's expected to be pretty consistent all the way into Friday. So this is looking at midday on Thursday. And then take a look at Thursday night. What starts to happen in the overnight hours of Thursday night into Friday, we're going to start to see the heaviest rainfall. Thunderstorms are not out of the question, and you can start to see some of these little pockets really picking up. Those are areas where we could see rain exceeding up to about an inch or more per hour. And so that's why we are saying that there could be mud debris flow in these recent burn scar areas, and those are the places we need to start preparing. By Friday, it starts to move on out of here in showers, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches or more for some of the foothill communities. So that is going to be dangerous in conditions this week. It's also going to cool off in Palm Springs. We'll get back down to the 60s. This is going to be a pretty decent rainmaker. So as we get closer, we'll continue to give you more details. But I think we'll see some flood advisories, watches, warnings, all that get issued this week, guys.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Brianna, thank you.
We've seen so far this season, and in quite a while, really. And unfortunately, with the areas we've seen recently burned, it's causing concern because we could see anywhere from 4 inches or above this week. So a lot of rain. It's going to be consistent, and then we could see it pretty heavy all at once too. So yes, there is a chance of mud flow, debris flow, and then also just localized street flooding this week as well, because we don't handle rain well here at all when it just is an inch or two. And so now we're looking at several as we continue to get closer to it this week as well, so we can continue to let you know when the strongest rain is expected to happen. It's 58 degrees, partly cloudy in downtown LA. We had patchy marine layer clouds this morning. Still some blue skies, though, you're seeing from Santa Monica as well. It's going to be a little more extensive. It looks like tomorrow morning, so we may even get a little bit of drizzle out of it. But today, this is going to be the change, as well as cooler temperatures, and will continue cooling into the next several days as well. So most areas we're looking at 50s. Palm Springs, it's so nice. It's 71 degrees right now, and the rest of us, we're just hanging out in the 50s. It's 60 degrees in Redondo Beach, and then some of the southern beaches were in the low 60s. We have some winds picking up too, so it's going to be a rainmaker, high elevation snow, and gusty winds. So before we start to see rain, we're still going to see some winds pick up from the west, coming in right off the ocean and putting gusts up to about 50 miles per hour into areas of the high desert all the way down to the low desert. Barstow down into 29 Palms. So you can see this trough extending over the west, and it's helping some of those winds come in from the west as well. What we're really looking ahead to is going to be this rain beginning on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, I think it's going to be a little bit more showery. We could get up to an inch of rain on Wednesday, but some areas may just get up to about a quarter to a half of an inch. So we'll get some breaks on Wednesday, but we do see it still pretty consistent at times. I think there's going to be a little lull overnight into Thursday morning. And then by Thursday morning, it's going to start to get a little bit more widespread, and then it is just going to stay raining for quite some time. We're expecting about a day and a half, up to about 36 hours of some pretty consistent rainfall. This is going to take us into Thursday night. Now, you can see Thursday night, all this yellow here, that's more moderate rainfall, and there's also going to be a small chance of some thunderstorms too. So it's the overnight hours. This is going to be key Thursday night into Friday, where we need to be pretty vigilant in the overnight hours, especially in these recent burn scar areas. That's going to be the tough part of this storm. So we will keep you updated as it goes, but to just know that that is when we really could see some issues pick up while a lot of us are sleeping, and that is going to be the key here. As we head into Friday night, things are really winding down, but by Friday morning, it should start for the high desert. It's going to be cool. Also rain there. Palm Springs also going to get down to some 60s this week too. We'll keep you updated on any changes in timing. Philip, Javon, I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you.
Is on the way. Here's meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, it's cold, and the afternoons are going to be cooler too starting today. So we're going to get down to just about 63 degrees. So we may even pull off a little bit of drizzle tomorrow, and then the rain begins on Wednesday. But the heaviest rain is going to be Thursday into Friday, especially in the overnight hours of Thursday into Friday. We're expecting several inches of rain with this system, strongest of the season. It's an atmospheric river event where we could definitely see some flooding issues. Then we get into this weekend and we will dry out and at least have some nicer temperatures, but anywhere from about 1 to 4 inches of rain as we get into your Thursday. So quite a bit here for the Southland. John, back to you.
Thanks, Brianna.
Though, and they have temporarily all lanes shut down. It's right at Century Boulevard, and so you're going to want to consider taking an alternate route because it looks like you're going to get diverted around it anyway. So Western's always a good idea if you're in this area, but we are starting to see some pretty moderate delays build. Luckily, it's not the high volume side, but we're already starting to see traffic move pretty slowly on that portion of the 110. So we'll have another check in just a little bit and try to get some more information, but we don't know when those lanes will be reopened. Again, that's all lanes shut down on the 110 southbound. John, Rachel, Leslie, I'll send it back to you.
All righty, Brianna, thank you very much. Happening today.
And in just a moment, we're going to get to Scott Reif, who has a better look at what's going on up above. But I just wanted to show you the backup on the map because we do have some pretty heavy delays. It's not even the really high volume side. It's on the 110 into downtown LA. Pretty slow here on the 5 and 60. But yeah, overall, not too bad in terms of traffic overall. But we do have that bad crash. Let's get right to Scott Reif over that up in Air 7. Hey, Scott. A better look at what's going on here, but it looks like the estimated time of reopening is going to be a little closer to about 7 a.m. So we'll see if it'll be on time. But typically, this is not even the high volume side, and we are seeing some major delays on that portion of the 110 south. So I just wanted to show you on the map. We're not seeing too many other issues out there. Pretty light overall. Let's get right to Scott Reif up in Air 7 with a better look. One westbound, it looks like another bad one involving several cars. So headed north or west, however you look at it. Traveling through along the 110 interchange, and everything's moving okay over here. We're taking these over to Scott Reif now over that crash in South LA we've been following on the 110. Hey, Scott. Tough spot, but hopefully we'll get this moved off before we start to really head into rush hour. The number 4 lane is blocked due to that breakdown. So just ahead LA along the 10 and the 110 interchange, everything here is moving along nicely. John, Rachel, I'll send it back to you for now.